Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Abu Bakr, and in this video we shall be solving the Cambridge O Level 1590 question paper 11 October November 2021 paper 1 multiple choice questions only. So let's start our video. The diagram represents the cell structures of a human liver cell, a leaf palisade cell, and a human RBC. So this is a Venn diagram here. So which cell structure is X? So in this Venn diagram, you can clearly see that X is common to all these three cells. So as you can see, cell wall is absent in liver cell and RBC, so cell wall is incorrect. Chloroplast is also absent in RBC and liver cell, so this is also incorrect. Cytoplasm is present in all of these three. Cytoplasm is present in liver cell, RBC, and the leaf palisade cell, whereas nucleus is absent in RBC. So C would be the right option. Which process occurs by diffusion alone? So movement of CO2 into the leaf palisade cells. So the movement of CO2 into the leaf palisade cells. And when does the carbon dioxide move? When the leaf cell is carrying out photosynthesis. And during photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is repeatedly utilized to form glucose, means the carbon dioxide concentration in the leaf is lower, and whereas in the atmosphere is higher, so the atm CO2 is higher. So the atm CO2 moves from outside to inside, from a higher potential to lower potential, means that it is occurring by diffusion. Yes, so A can be right. Uptake of magnesium ions by the root hair cells, it can take place by either osmosis or diffusion, and active transport as well. So B is incorrect. Movement of food from the starch to the duodenum. Movement of food from the stomach to the duodenum. From the stomach to the duodenum. Mm, Again, this can be carried out by diffusion as well as active transport. He has asked us diffusion alone. So the transfer of glucose molecules from the ileum into the blood, this takes place by active transport. So B, C, and D are incorrect. Means A is our right answer. An experiment to investigate osmosis is set up as shown. So this is the tube X. In this tube X is a part of a partially permeable container, which contains a solution, which contains a salt solution, and around it is a distilled water. So what happens to the height of the liquid in the tube X and the concentration of the salt solution? So when this salt solution is placed this in this beaker, so osmosis take place from an area of lower solute concentration to higher solute concentration, means water will move in the cell. Water will move in the cell, and the height of the tube in the X means it would rise. The height of the tube in the X would rise, and the concentration of the salt solution would decrease because now water is being added to the solution. So C is the right answer. The diagram shows an enzyme molecule and some substrate molecules. This is the enzyme. So which structure shows the substrate molecule for this enzyme? So this substrate should completely fit into this enzyme. So A is the right, B, C, and D are incorrect. A is the right option. The diagram shows factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis. So um, at which so this is the first graph in which the light intensity is on the x, in the second the CO2 concentration is on the x, and in third the temperature is on the x-axis. At which points on the graphs could the rate of photosynthesis be limited by light intensity? So in this first graph here, you can see that after the point 1, the rate of photosynthesis becomes constant, starts to become constant. So 1 is definitely the point where light intensity limits the rate of photosynthesis. So A and B can be right, C and D are incorrect. Uh, in in the options, in the second graph here, you can see that the carbon dioxide concentration is also being is also limiting the rate of photosynthesis here. So suppose that carbon dioxide concentration is limiting the rate of photosynthesis here, and then light intensity plays its role at this point 4 and limits the rate of photosynthesis furthermore. This is what this graph shows. So uh, 4 is also incorrect. Similarly, at 5, the temperature is at its highest. The temperature is at its highest, but then the temperature also falls, and the temperature also falls along with the limitation being implemented by the light intensity here. So 1, 4, and 5 are true. B is the right option. The diagram shows the arrangement of cells inside a green leaf. Different types of cells are indicated by the brackets. No cell contents are shown. Which type of cell contains chloroplast? So in this diagram, you can see V are the upper epidermal cells, epidermal cells, and these upper epidermal cells do not have chloroplast. We know this. So V is incorrect. A, B are incorrect. W is the mesophyll cell. So W and X both are the mesophyll cells. So both W and X contain the chloroplasts. So W and X can be true. Whereas Z here, these Z are the guard cells. These are the guard cells. So W, X, and Z, D is the right option here. Why do newly germinated seeds fail to grow into healthy plants if they lack magnesium ions? So magnesium ions are a necessary component of all proteins. No, they are not. Magnesium ions are needed to convert chlorophyll into starch. Chlorophyll does not convert into starch. Remember this. So B is also incorrect. Magnesium ions are needed to form the cell walls. No, they are not needed to form the cell walls. D is the right option. Me is what? Magnesium ions are needed to form the chlorophyll molecules. Yes, they play a major role in chlorophyll molecules formation. So D is the right option here. Question number 8. Milk contains water, carbs, proteins, fats, some minerals, and some multivitamins. The graph shows the results of an experiment. One group of the young rats was given 3 centimeter cube of milk per day for 18 days. On the 18th day, the milk was stopped for this group but was given to the second group of the young rats. So as we can see here, uh, this group here is being given milk till the 18th day, and then the supply of milk uh, has been deceased, has been stopped. So this is the G1. This upper one is the group 1 here. Whereas the second group, which was never given milk, no milk here. So this is the G2. So all other factors were kept constant for the two groups of rats. So what is the explanation for these results? What is the explanation for these results? So whether or not young rats are given milk, their mass is always same on the day 46. So on the 46th day approximately here, their mass is same, but it is not an explanation why this mass of this G1 falls. So A is incorrect. Milk contains the nutrients needed for young rats to grow. Yes, they do contain nutrients. This makes more sense. Milk is not important for growth of young rats. This graph completely falsifies this statement. This graph definitely shows that milk has the nutrients which these young rats need for the proper growth. Young rats grow fastest after day 18. So after day 18, the young rats grow fastest. Yes, they do grow fastest, but it is again not an explanation of the variation in average mass of young rats. So I would go with B. B is the right option. Which statement about chemical digestion in the human alimentary canal gut is correct? Digestion of carbohydrates is completed in the colon. So the digestion of carbohydrate is completed in the colon. No, it is not completed in the colon. Enzymes are secreted to break down cellulose in the duodenum. No, there is not any breakdown of cellulose. Protein digestion is completed in ileum. Yes, this makes sense. The stomach secretes enzymes to break down starch. No, it secretes enzymes to break down proteins actually. So protein digestion is completed in the ileum when the ileum walls absorb proteins and polypeptides. So C is the right option. The diagram shows a section through a villus. So which products of digestion are mainly absorbed by the vessel X? This is the lacteal. And what is the function of the lacteal? So it absorbs fatty acids and glycerol. Always the lipid content. From L we have lipids. Lacteal means lipids. So lipids are present in fatty acid and glucose or glycerol. Sorry. So C is the right answer. The diagram shows a section through a plant stem. So which process is responsible for moving substances in region Z? This is a plant stem here, so this inner portion is definitely xylem, and these tiny structures are phloem. So uh, how are substances moved in this region Z? How are substances moved in phloem? They are moved by translocation. They are moved by translocation. What is translocation? Translocation is the movement of amino acids and glucose from the leaves to the lower parts of the plant. So translocation C is the right option. Which statement describes why a leaf wilts? So when does a leaf wilt? Then when does a leaf wilt? When less water is absorbed by the root hairs and more water is lost to the stomata. When in other words, when the total amount of water in the leaf falls, then the sufficient amount, then the leaf starts to wilt. So less water is absorbed by the root hairs, then is lost to stomata. Yes, this supports this notion. Less water is absorbed by the roots when the stomata are closed. No, this does not support the evidence. This is not an evidence. More water is absorbed by the root hairs when the stomata are closed. This will not cause leaf wilting. Similarly, more water is absorbed by the root hairs then is lost to stomata. Then this again not causes leaf wilting. So leaf wilting occurs when there is less water in the stomata in the leaf. So B is the right answer. How do veins differ from the arteries? So the muscles and elastic fibers in the veins are always always thinner than the walls of arteries, whereas the wall thickness of veins is also thinner, as I had said earlier, and the width of the lumen and veins is definitely wider than the arteries. We know this. So D is the right option. The diagram shows a simplified human circulatory system. Which structure represents the heart? So in this 14th part, we can see that blood comes from A and blood comes from C at point this, and then they move towards B, and this B sends this same blood to D, and this same blood again comes back to B, and then this B sends distributes blood to A and C. So what is the heart here? So B is heart. Why B is heart? Because the blood from A and C, deoxy blood comes uh, from A and C at this point. Suppose I call this S, and then the blood goes to the heart, and this heart sends it to D, which are lungs. Lungs oxidize this deoxygenated blood, and this oxygenated blood oxygenated blood again flows to A and C. So B is the heart here. So question number 15. The diagram shows the pressure in the left side of the heart during one heartbeat. So on the X is the time, on the Y is the pressure in kilopascals. So this dotted line, this is the left, is the key for left ventricle. So this is the left ventricle. This straight line is the aorta. Straight line is the aorta, and this small dotted line here is the left atrium. So this is left atrium. So which valves are open and which are closed at the time marked X? So at this point X, at this point X, the pressure of aorta starts to fall, and similarly the pressure in the left ventricle also starts to decrease, whereas the pressure of the left atrium is increases. When does the pressure of the left ventricle decrease? When it is supplying blood to the body via the aorta. So that is when the bicuspid valve and the semilunar valve both are closed. When both are closed, it is supplying supplying water or supplying blood, sorry, to the body. So B is the right option here. Energy is needed for many processes within the body. Which process does not require the use of energy? Contraction of muscles in the intestine. This requires energy in the form of ATP. Movement of oxygen from alveoli into the blood. This takes place on the principle of diffusion, which does not require any energy. So B is the right answer. Generation of nerve impulse. This requires energy. Protein synthesis also requires energy. So B is the right answer. What are the features of the alveoli? So alveoli is not lined with the cilia, it is lined with the moisture. So and the walls are single cell thick, so it is connected to a capillary which is a single cell thick. So D is the right option. Which graph shows a person's breath when at rest and then exercising? So mm, it would not be the graph in C, because because the lung volume remains the same despite that he starts to do exercise. Similarly in B, the lung volume is not increasing here. So in D, sorry, the lung volume is not increasing. However, the rate at which the lung volume completes its one cycle is increasing. But this does not support the notion that volume of lung increases when we increase the rate of heartbeat. So D is also incorrect. Among A and B, we can see that in B, the uh, lung volume expands and then it decreases much further, and then it again starts to expand, then decreases much lower than this. What does this mean? That the lung volume is greater. The lung volume is greater when the person inhales and is lower when the person exhales. So the total air in is not equal to total air out. Do you get that? It is not equal to total air out because the lung volume should have a cycle like this one here, a cycle like this one. So and then exercising when the person is at the rest and then exercising. So I would go with A. A is the right answer. During kidney dialysis, which blood components pass from the blood into the dialysis fluid? Platelets and proteins can never pass. Proteins cannot pass. Salts can. Salts and urea both can pass. Platelets cannot pass. So C is the right answer. Which biological process is represented in this diagram? So when a substance is in excess of the body from the normal level, the sensor detects concentration and the correction by a gland reduces the concentration. Means the output of a process decreases the rate of process. So it is negative feedback. It is not antagonistic action. It is not dialysis. It is not reflection. It is definitely negative feedback. So C is the right answer. The diagram shows a front view of the parts of the eye involved in producing a focused image on of near and distant objects. Wait, what are structures 1 and 2? So what is 1 here? 1 is the ciliary muscle. The 1 is the ciliary muscle when we look from the outside. 1 is the ciliary muscle and 2 is the suspensory ligament which suspends this delicate length. So this is the lens in the center. This is the suspensory ligament. This is the ciliary muscles. So structure 1 is ciliary muscle. Structure 2 is suspensory ligaments. A is the right answer. The diagram shows some of the nerve pathways associated with the reflex action. So, if the pathway at X is damaged, how does this affect the reflex? So the person will not. So if there's a blockage at X here. So if the pathway at X is damaged, how does this affect the reflex? The person will not be aware that a reflex is occurring. Person will not be aware that the reflex is occurring. No, he will be aware because the message is being sent to the brain. Message is being sent to the brain, and SMS is being sent to the brain. So the brain, the person will be aware that the reflex is occurring. So A is incorrect. The reflex cannot be controlled consciously. What does the control of a reflex means? To stop the rate of the reflex. Yes, he does know that he is performing a reflex, but he cannot be able to perform an action on that particular reflex. Why? Because there is a blockage from at this point X, means the SMS from the brain, the response SMS, the RSMS would not be able to uh, be transmitted to this muscle to perform action. So the reflex cannot be performed consciously. So B makes sense. The response will occur without any stimulus. Again, the stimulus will be sent to the brain. There is no response to the stimulus. No, there is a response to the stimulus. There is a pain receptor here. There is a pain receptor here, and the body is used to the reflex. The body is used to the reflex. What does this mean? That the spinal cord is already performing the reflex. So there is a response to the reflex, but the person will not be afraid that the reflex is occurring and it would be occurring. So B is the right answer. Which statement about the hormones are correct? Insulin is made in the pancreas. Yes, it is. It is definitely made in the pancreas and increases the concentration of glucose in blood. No, it decreases decreases the glucose concentration in blood. Adrenaline lowers the amount of glucose in the blood after a meal. Adrenaline lowers the amount of glucose in the blood after a meal. No, this is the function of insulin. Insulin is used to treat people with diabetes mellitus. Yes, D is the right answer. A diabetes mellitus patient has a high amount of sugar in his blood, so insulin is used to treat this. D is the right option. The diagram shows the bones of the arm. Which label represents the radius? C is the radius. This is the arm. This is the bone of the biceps and triceps, and this C is the radius. So C is the right option. An investigation into the reaction times. An investigation into the reaction times involved three similar stages. Each adult had to press a button as soon as they saw a flashlight. So this action was responsible for checking their reflexes or their reaction time. You can say the time between the light coming on and the button being pressed was measured. Group 1 did the task 30 minutes after smoking a cigarette. So this group 1 did after smoking cigarette. Group 2 did the task 30 minutes after taking 2 units of alcohol, and group 3 was the control group which was not given anything. So the graph shows the results of this investigation. So what is the best conclusion from the data? So this y-axis shows the average time of the reaction, the average reaction time between the on the light flash and the button pressed. So what can we infer from this graph is mm, so the reaction time for group 1 decreases, group 3 is the control group, so this should be the normally it should be something like this. Yes, group 3 is the control group. In group 1 the reaction time decreases. What does this mean? That group 1 has been given something that acts as a stimulant. So the group 1 was given cigarette, and cigarette contains nicotine, so nicotine is a stimulant. Whereas in group 2 the reaction time increases, means group 2 is given something that is a depressant that depresses their functioning of brain. So group 2 was given alcohol, so alcohol is a state depressant in this case. Nicotine reduces reaction time and alcohol increases reaction time. Nicotine reduces reaction time. Yes, this makes sense. Whereas alcohol increases reaction times. Yes, that's what we want. That's what we can infer from this graph. Nicotine makes reaction slower and alcohol makes reaction faster. Now, some of you might put this statement true, but they do not make the reaction slower or faster. They are not catalysts. They just reduce the reaction time. They do not play a role in the reactions themselves. They do not involve themselves in the reaction. However, they reduce the time in which the reaction occurs because they act as stimulants and depressants of brain respectively. Nicotine and alcohol are both addictive. No, we cannot infer this from this graph. So C, B is the right option. What is the feature of all bacteria? They are parasites. They are not, all bacteria are not parasites. They have a nucleus. Bacteria do not have a nucleus. They are made of hyphae. No, they are not made of hyphae. They are single-celled organisms. Yes, they all are single-celled organisms. So D is the right answer. Yeast is used in alcohol production. What is the other product of this process? So the pyruvic acid is converted into, I guess, acetaldehyde first of all. Acetaldehyde, and this acetaldehyde is then reduced to ethanol, which is alcohol, and along with this CO2 is produced. So A is the right answer. This is the fermentation. A is the right answer. In a pyramid of biomass, the mass of producers is 800 grams per meter square. What are the likely masses of the carnivores and the herbivores? So we know that herbivores are lower than producers and carnivores are also lower than producers and also lower than herbivores. The mass of herbivores should be lower than the mass of producers, so it can be all of these, whereas the mass of the carnivores should be lower than the mass of the herbivores because carnivores are present in much less strength. So carnivores 4 grams per meter square is smaller than is this is greater than, this is greater than, this is greater than. So B, C, D and are incorrect. A is the right answer, which supports the idea that the carnivores are present in the least amount, whereas herbivores are then present in greater amount and mass of producers is greatest. So A is the right option. Which diagram represents the flow of carbon atoms in an ecosystem? So in an ecosystem, these animals do respiration and evolve. CO2 means carbon to the air. Similarly, plants do respiration and evolve CO2 the air. And the decomposers, so animals are decomposed by decomposers. Plants are decomposed by decomposers, but this is not shown in this graph. And air in this atmosphere is used by plants as CO2 and nitrogen, and these decomposers return these gases to the air. They return these gases to the air. So A makes sense, and I would go with A. A is the right option. You can check others as well, but I'm pretty much sure that they are incorrect. The diagram shows the nitrogen cycle. Which stages involve the bacteria? So the nitrogen in air, first of all, the nitrogen in air mm, is converted into the nitrogen in air spaces in the soil, and no bacteria is involved in this. So one is incorrect. So A is incorrect. Uh, this nitrogen in air spaces in soil is converted into nitrates within the soil. So I think that nitrifying bacteria is playing its part here. Nitrifying bacteria plays its role, and these nitrates in soil are then assimilated by the nitrogen in plants. No, this is, three is not. Uh, three does not involve any kind of bacteria, I'm sure. Whereas these nitrogen is plants is converted again back into the nitrogen in soil as ammonium. So ammonifying bacteria plays its part. So 5 is true, 2 is true, and these ammonium salts are again converted into nitrates, which is involves nitrifying bacteria. So 6 is also true, and these nitrates in soil are converted into nitrogen in air by denitrifying bacteria. So B should be the right answer. Draining stagnant water is one of the method of controlling the malarial mosquito. Which stages in the mosquito life cycle does this method affect? So it affects the egg first of all, then it affects the larva and then the pupa and doesn't allow the mosquito life cycle to continue. So B is the right option. Which gas contributes to the acid rain? Methane no, nitrogen no, nitrogen dioxide does, oxygen never, and sulfur dioxide, all oxides in the air contribute to acid rain. So D is the right option. Which statement is correct about the offspring produced by asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction involves only single parent, one parent. So they are genetically identical to both their parents. A is true. No, A is not true. Both their parents. There is only one parent. So A is incorrect. They are only produced by female parent plants. No, this is not true for all cases. They are produced by the formation of a zygote. There is not any combination of sperms and sorry gametes. So A, B, C are incorrect. They have identical chromosomes to their parent. They are genetically identical to their parent, single parent. Yes. So D is the right answer. Which graph shows changes in the dry mass of a seed as it germinates and grows? So what causes the change between points S and T? So the dry mass of this seed decreases. You must have studied this kind of graph, and then it starts to increase the dry mass. What does this suggest? That now actually in this period S and T, the seed is actually growing. And when does the seed grow? When it carries out photosynthesis and manufactures glucose for its life activities, and glucose is the primary molecule required for a sustaining life, required for a sustainable life. So it is synthesizing glucose. So I would go with photosynthesis. Osmosis does not occur and transpiration does not occur in the seed, whereas respiration break down glucose. So I can say that suppose this is R, during RS respiration take place, from R to S respiration take place, and S to T photosynthesis take place, because dry mass now increases because the glucose is being manufactured. So B is the right option. The graph shows the concentration in the blood of three of the four hormones FSH, LH, estrogen, and progesterone during a menstrual cycle of a woman. So which hormone is not shown? So this line, I call this line 3. This line represents progesterone, because after the 14th day its concentration rises. After the 14th day, its concentration rises, and then it ends on the 28th day, approx 29th day. Sorry, the progesterone hormone is already present. Similarly, the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone are also present because 2, 1, and 2, some one of these also shows the trend of FSH and LH secretion uh, rate in the blood, whereas estrogen is missing here. Estrogen's trend is not being shown in this graph. You can check this from your book as well, or you can check this on your own by your knowledge. But I know that estrogen is not shown in this graph. Progesterone, FSH, and LH are shown already. So C is the right option. Infection with HIV can result in death from AIDS. The graph shows AIDS-related deaths from 1990 to 2015 in a country. This can be any specific country. What is the best explanation for the trend in the number of AIDS-related deaths after 2005? So after 2005, we can see that the rate of deaths by HIV has started to decrease. What does this mean? That there are lower now there is lower transmission of HIV. More HIV infected individuals were using natural methods of birth control. No, this does not support this notion. More HIV infected men were using spermicides for birth control. No, this is a false statement. This doesn't make sense for me. More HIV infected mothers were breastfeeding their babies. If this was true, this graph should have been something like this, but it is not. So we are only left with the option that there was better education about HIV infection, and yes, this is true. A virus can most adequately be treated with a vaccine and then by educating people. So D is the right option. Some statements about chromosomes are listed. A chromosome includes a long chain of DNA. Yes, it does include this. Genes are found in the chromosomes. Yes. In a cell, the chromosome number is kept the same by meiosis. No, it is kept the same by mitosis, not by meiosis. So 3 is incorrect. The normal human chromosome number is 46. Yes, for somatic cells, the normal human chromosome number is 46. So B is the right answer. One gene has two codominant alleles AE and AF and one recessive allele AG. How many different genotypes and phenotypes are possible? So it has two codominant alleles which are AE and AF along with AG. So first we have to find possible the possible arrangement of genes. So it can be either AE and AE. So this table here shows the genotypes. It can be AF and AF. It can be AG and AG, which means that this is the recessive one. It can be AE and AG. It can be AF and AG, and it can be already the codominant organism AE and AF. So the possible phenotype or genotypes, sorry, are 6. A and B is incorrect. Whereas for phenotypes, we have to find the combination in which the expression of genes can be same. The expression of genes is present. It can be either AE and AG, can be AF and AG, it can be AF itself, and it can be AG and AG, which means a recessive one. So phenotypes here are 4. So C is the right option. What is the result of a natural selection? Dogs that are friendly to humans? No. This is not a case of natural selection. Grapes that contain no seeds. This is again not a result of natural selection. Mosquitoes that are resistant to insecticides. In this case, the insecticides present in the nature leads the mosquitoes to live such a lifestyle that develops their resistance against the insecticides. So yes, C makes sense. Onion crops that have a pleasant taste. No, this is by the artificial breeding. So C is true. What is an advantage of the genetic engineering? The last MCQ. Yes. Genes spreading to the nearby organism. This is a serious disadvantage. Reduced use of insecticides. Yes, this is an advantage of genetic engineering. Now the crops used now need lower amount of insecticides. Reduction in biodiversity. This is again uh, not an effect. We cannot call it an effect of genetic engineering till now, but it can be later on. And it is a negative effect definitely. So C is also incorrect. Unexpected side effects in organisms is a disadvantage of the genetic engineering. So that's all for our today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and do press the bell icon for upcoming videos and past papers. Till then, goodbye, good night, Allah Hafiz.